Welcome to another episode of the Intoxicated Sports Report. I'm Gage. He's Emerson. And sitting in today, we got Daniel Dart, still Zompo.
On It Fitness, MMA, aliens. Try to get you those Joe Rogan views.
How's it going, man?
It's
You good?
You really did get your rest, didn't you?
He hasn't been on in a while.
A little bit.
A little bit, right?
Yeah, I've moved on to bigger and better podcasts. No, I'm just kidding.
You were probably our last peanut gallery, though. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Most recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably been a couple months, I'm thinking.
Oh, no, wasn't Garrett on here?
He
recently?
was, but I can't remember when. Maybe he was more recent.
That might have been after.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Point is, thanks for being on.
Hey,
Appreciate
thanks
it.
for having me.
I didn't know you were going to be on this thing until about 3 hours ago, and Emerson's like, hey, by the way, Darts is coming in. I'm like, fuck that guy. Just kidding.
It always gets more views.
Yeah,
True.
because you actually listened to it.
No, I think I listen to more that I'm not in than I'm in.
Yeah.
Hey, that's cool.
You don't want to hear your voice?
No, I don't like hearing my voice either.
This velvet
It's
voice.
still hard for me after a year hearing my own voice.
It is
It's
a
hard.
little
It's
weird,
weird. It's
yeah.
just
I definitely don't listen anymore. I mean, I kind of have to when I, publish everything, but yeah, I don't choose to listen to full episodes or anything like that.
you don't even try to listen to it just to get that extra listen.
I mean, even if I just click on it, I think we get it.
Cool.
Yeah. But no, I don't need to give my pump up fake numbers,
But it's not fake if you listen to it yourself.
But I'm not gonna listen to it.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. What we got going on today, man?
Oh,
Actually,
boy.
first of all, whoa, what am I
Whoa,
doing?
yeah, pump the
What am I doing? Pump the brakes. What are we drinking?
Palomas, baby.
Palomas. Do you want to explain to the people listening what a Paloma is? If
Check out the cocktail hour.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it'll be on Instagram. But yeah, it's basically it's very much like a margarita, but with grapefruit juice. That's the main difference.
It's good.
Yeah,
I like it a lot. You made about 5 of these earlier for everybody in the house, except for Garrett.
Except for Garrett.
Nice of you to do.
He's sober.
Is he being sober right now?
He better not be sober tomorrow. But yeah, Palomas this week. They're tasty.
They are good. What gave you what was the idea behind this? You just wanted to do it?
Kind of like, I mean, Tequila Day being on Saturday was part of it. Also, like, we haven't really done any summery cocktails during the summer, so I'm like, we need to do something that's refreshing. Even though it's a weird weather day here in Napa, but regardless,
Yeah, I'm wearing a long sleeve right now.
Yeah.
Shorts, but a long sleeve.
it's been overcast like all day.
Yeah. It's supposed to be 90 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Next couple days.
Yeah, but there was like a threat of rain. I'm not sure if it's actually gonna happen, but
You know what I drank?
Weird
You know what I
stuff.
drank yesterday? Malibu and Coke.
did you like it?
Have you ever had a Coca-Cola Slurpee? Flavored Slurpee?
Sure.
It's exactly what it tastes like.
Nice.
It's not something I would drink a lot of because I don't like drinking a ton of soda, but it's definitely a nice little drink to have like, from time to time. Have you ever had,
Not a Malibu and Coke. I saw you going deep down on that corn though yesterday.
You were getting after it.
it was good. I don't like, putting the mayonnaise on it. I'm not
Yeah, what is that called? You remember?
It's street corn.
Nah, there's a name
that's
for
what-
it,
that's what-
but-
That's what Devin
Elote?
called it.
Or no, not Elote.
Anyways.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's good though.
Yeah, it's good.
It's I think I had it at Palisades.
Fuck, what is the name of that stuff? It's so good.
It was. I'm not a big fan of mayonnaise, but I do you do like a light layer of it,
Yeah.
and then you kind of roll it in the cheese, and then you put the tahini on it.
Yeah.
Elotes.
Elote?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I was right.
It's good. I recommend it. I also recommend Malibu and Coke.
There you go. Speaking of Slurpee though, remember when there was pina colada flavor?
Kind of.
That used to be my favorite flavor
Yeah.
of Slurpee. It was so weird. I don't like coconut anything,
Mm.
but the pina colada was fire.
I like coconut. Like I've had pina coladas recently, and they were really fucking good.
Yeah.
I don't even think I realized coconut is in
Shit.
pina colada.
Yeah, that's how
I
I
would
feel.
crush some pina colada.
It's just basically
Yeah.
pineapple and coconut milk. No shit.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. What do we got going on today, sir?
Oh boy, we're gonna update ourselves on some NASCAR since we didn't do that last week.
Why didn't we do that last week?
I was housed. I don't know about you, but I was.
I wasn't housed, but I knew you were.
We
For,
had-
for anybody who listened last week, I apologize.
yeah, honestly, I want to apologize too because
Well-
I was fucked up.
I know the point of this whole show is to be drunk or have a good time.
But
You were rare form
I
yesterday.
was pretty loose.
Yeah. It was probably the second most hammered you've ever been on this show.
I think so, yeah.
The first one being when Dylan was on here.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he hasn't been on here since, because he gets us just obliterated.
I mean, I was on a mission to get really hammered that episode, but I know what you're saying.
You barely even drank on the show.
Last week, yes. You're
Yes.
right, yeah.
Wait, is this Buzz Sports Report or the Intoxicated Sports Report?
Fair enough, Danny. Fair
Well,
enough.
if you're buzzed, aren't you intoxicated?
That's a question for the law, not for me.
Okay.
Anyways, we're also going to talk briefly about the Seattle Kraken expansion draft and the NHL draft. There's actually quite a bit of news in football as well. And then a little Olympics news, some odd and unfortunate Team USA news, baseball stuff as well. And then, of course, the NBA Finals. We got to recap the season.
I thought, for some reason, I thought we had finished.
No,
It was Game 6 was the next day.
Game 6 was the next day, yeah.
The NBA loves to stretch that shit out.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give them that.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, I thought we'd already talked about the finals being over. We didn't.
Yeah.
So.
Also, before we get started, for our listeners, since it's early in the episode, I want to get this out there. We're not doing an episode next week.
No.
We're going to go have some fun downtown.
Yes.
So I'm sorry for our avid listeners, but we're just going to take a week off. We've been doing this literally for 60 straight weeks. We've not taken a week off,
Yeah.
so I think.
And I
it'd
do
be
think,
nice for us.
and I do think a part of it too is there's really not a lot of sports going on right now.
Exactly.
I think-
Basketball
I think-
season's over now.
And I know last year you could say, well, you guys did this last year,
Yeah.
or you guys went
But we
through.
were just getting started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think at this point we're more quality over quantity when it comes to the show.
Sure, yeah.
You know, we could spew bullshit next week if we wanted to. It's
Mhm.
not a problem. We've been
Yeah.
doing it for 60 straight weeks.
Yeah.
But no, I think next week will be cool. Looking
Gonna
forward
do a
to
little promotion.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I kind of forgot about that. It's going to be honestly weird not being here on a Monday or Tuesday
know.
doing this.
Yeah, yeah.
It'll be fun.
It'll be nice though, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not having to think about putting together an episode.
Yeah.
Finally for a week,
Mhm.
you know. I think it'll be nice for us.
Are you sad, Danny?
Devastated.
Yeah.
Heartbroken.
These fucking guys, they screwed me.
God, I've been listening to him for 60 straight weeks and they do this to me now?
Yeah. In dire times. All right, so real quickly, since we forgot to talk about NASCAR, like we said, we're going to talk about last week's race. My boy, Eric with an A, Almirola, got his first win of the season. Shocker.
Congrats.
Big time.
She just threw up the shocker
I
right
sure
there.
did.
You're gross. Ooh.
He got the win at New Hampshire.
Uh-huh.
Finally, I'm on the board. He also was not going to make the playoffs if he didn't win a race, so that was huge for him. Damn it. So he's in the playoffs now.
So now you're still in last place?
I'm still in last place, though, bringing up the rear. I'll count the standings from bottom to top this time.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
starting off, Emerson with 23.
There you go. Hey,
I'm in the 20s, boy.
Hey, Jordan.
Hey, let's go. Let's stay here. Garrett's got 34.
So you're not far off from him right now.
I'm not terribly. I'm about 2 wins away from
He
him.
could still end up being last, which is
Okay.
crazy because he won the whole thing last year, right?
He did.
Yes.
He did. No. Garrett's got 34. Dylan's got 43. Alex 49. Ashley 52. Danny with 60. And Gage got 68.
I'm coming for you.
You still literally have basically 3 times as many points as me.
Yeah.
You're fucking awesome.
My drivers have been taking shits last couple. I know you guys
That's
like
what
it.
we need.
I know
That's what we
you
need.
guys need it.
Danny had a rough week this past
I did have a
too.
rough week.
You know.
Yeah.
But it's
There-
still wide open right now.
There was not a race last week.
Not a race this, I guess
Or-
that would have been yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, not a race yesterday. So we are talking about 8 days ago.
Yep.
There's also not going to be a race next week. They're not going to be back on the track until August 8th,
What?
until when they go to Watkins Glen, New York, road
Okay.
course. They're going to do back-to-back road courses. They're doing the road course there, and then they're going to go to Indy and do the road course
Okay.
there.
Nice.
So that should be interesting. And playoffs are coming up soon. I think there's only 4 races left before the playoffs.
All right.
So getting down to it.
Pretty safe to say I'll be in the playoffs.
Yeah, both you guys are locked in. Danny.
Are they locked in? Like locked in? Locked
Yeah, Danny's guys are both locked in as well. All you gotta do is have a win, basically.
In? Cheers, darts.
Yeah, fuck you guys. I need
We're in
Kevin
the,
Harvick
we're in the
to steal one.
60s.
I really need Harvick to steal a race. He finished okay. I think he finished 6th last week, but
Harvick, has he gotten close to winning a race this year?
I think he has one second place finish.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
It's still funny how I picked Byron as my second driver. When I was making a joke saying I was going with Gordon, Emerson's like, "Oh, this guy drives his car." I was like, "Oh, perfect. Let's go with him."
He's been a revelation this year. I mean, the whole Hendrick team has been outrageous. Moving on. So yeah, Seattle Kraken they're joined the league.
Yes.
Like we mentioned briefly last week. They kind of had a weird draft. They didn't take a lot of big names. They took Mark Giordano. That's probably the biggest name. He's likely going to be their captain. He was a defenseman for the Calgary Flames.
Okay.
He won the Norris Trophy actually just a couple years ago, which
And
is
that
given out to
which
the best
means-
defenseman in the league.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's pretty old though. He's like 37, so kind of interesting pickup, but he'll be a leader for them for sure. And I believe he only has 1 year on his contract. So yeah, they had an interesting draft, but we'll see how they do.
Was he a free agent or was he on their team's like?
So the
was
way
it
the
5 players?
the way the expansion draft works is each team gets to protect a certain amount of players, and a lot of teams, like if a guy has a bad contract, he'll go unprotected, or if he's an older player like Giordano,
Gotcha.
goes unprotected. But you have to have a certain amount of guys under contract going into the expansion draft as a team that's already in the league, and so that's why like the Sharks couldn't leave all their bad contracts unprotected because they had to keep them protected. But and then the Kraken have to choose one player from each team also. So yep, they're in. The schedule came out. They're opening the season against Vegas, so that's kind of cool.
That's cool.
The two newest teams.
Is it in Vegas or in Seattle?
I want to say it's in Vegas, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know that
I
for
feel like it should be in Seattle, but
I could be wrong.
Did they build them a stadium or are they playing?
They're playing where the Sonics used to play.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think that the plan is to build a new stadium though, but it is renovated.
bring back the Sonics.
Right, that would be fun. Also, the NHL draft was just a couple days later. Sharks picked 7th overall. Got the Swedish forward William Eklund, who, oddly enough, was actually ranked as high as 2nd on a lot of prospect rankings. So they got kind of lucky to get him. So hopefully he turns into something.
Do you like Swedish fish, the candy?
I've had them like once, I think, and they were whatever.
They're not good.
Yeah, they're whatever.
Oh, disagree. They're not amazing, but they're kind of underrated.
I like when I see them, I think they're gonna taste like gummy bears, but they don't.
We need to pull out there.
We should.
Swedish fish or not?
Maybe we should bring him on the show next week and give him a rating, or 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now?
Yeah, give him a rating.
I just, I don't. They're. I'd have. I mean, it's been a long time. I remember a long time ago I did not like them.
Okay.
So maybe. Oh, try them again.
Yeah, same. That's all I got for hockey.
Swedish fish. Our sponsor.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, right.
Hey, if they sponsor us, I start eating those motherfuckers.
Right.
That's for sure.
You're gonna tell everyone you love them too.
They're the best.
Best
candy
candy in the world.
ever.
Fuck,
Fuck Haribo.
Yeah,
Fuck
Haribo.
Trolley.
Trolley. Yep.
Fuck them all.
Fuck.
Swedish fish is the only way to go.
Lifesavers. That's the one I was thinking of.
Mm.
Those are really good.
Lifesaver gummies.
They're
Are good,
so
though.
good.
Those are good.
My mom's gonna be like, ew, you eat candy? Sorry.
Your mom doesn't eat any kind of candy ever.
She's probably never had candy in her life.
What?
I'm being sarcastic.
She's not candy.
I need to pound this thing.
Yeah. It's almost time for a brewski. We do got some football news. Kind of a lot of football news, actually.
Start with the sad stuff.
I think I saw this. Yeah, I didn't really look into it like you seem to have, but Jets assistant coach Greg Knapp dies after a bicycle accident.
Yeah,
That
he
was
was
so sad.
Yeah, really sad. I think he was down in Southern California, if I'm not mistaken. He was riding his bicycle.
Oh, he's riding a bicycle.
and he got hit by a motorcyclist.
Oh wow.
If I'm not mistaken, and he was like in critical condition for like a handful of days, and eventually passed away.
Fuck.
Yeah, terrible.
That's brutal.
58, 57.
Yeah.
something like that.
That's
I want to say he even worked for the Niners
He did.
recently.
He did.
And, yeah. And a handful of other teams as well. But yeah, really, really sad.
take a shot for him, should we?
Sure.
I didn't think you were gonna go for that. All right, there we go. There he goes. See ya, Aaron Judge.
It's an A-bomb from A-Rod.
Speaking of A-Rod, I saw J-Lo and Ben Affleck hanging out.
Woo!
You gotta love it.
She's going from the New Yorker to the fucking
She's Jenny from the block. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Well, no, her and Ben Affleck.
Dated before.
Dated.
I
20
thought
years
so.
ago.
Yeah.
I think it's cool though.
Trying
Hey,
to
just in case you thought an old flame can't come back, you're wrong. Try it. Text
rekindling
him.
that magic,
Text him.
baby.
Call her. It'll work. Cheers to Greg.
No, don't call your exes.
It was in San Ramon where he died.
Cheers.
I almost threw up right there.
I kind of heard it.
Oh my God.
I heard it.
You alright?
Yeah. Don't touch me.
No, I'm trying to just give me that.
Oh.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
They also played on the Niners
Did you really?
from 92 to 94.
Would that have been epic or embarrassing if I threw up on camera?
It would have been definitely epic.
Fuck.
You would have to keep it. Like
Keep it rolling. Just
you'd have to go to the bathroom and Danny would have to come in.
No, we would just leave it there. The whole episode.
you'd see fucking God's milkshake everywhere.
Oh my god. I can't believe you pounded a milkshake before the show.
Oh my God.
Do you regret that? Do you regret that now?
That shot? Yeah.
You gots to be kidding me.
Things like this, Gage.
Woo! Ooh. You want to talk about the new COVID rules for football?
I saw there's like a $15,000 fine if someone
Yeah.
unvaccinated gets the team sick or something like
And
that.
I also
Breaks protocol.
Or breaks.
And I also saw that, let's say the Niners and the Cowboys play a game, right? And the Cowboys can't play because of COVID. You know, because someone has COVID or people have COVID. I think the Cowboys had to forfeit that game,
Yeah, I heard about that.
which is like so cutthroat.
Well, I heard it's like if they can't make a scheduling change to
Oh,
accommodate
okay.
it, then they will have to forfeit.
Which is like
That's pretty cutthroat, yeah.
that's cutthroat.
Yeah. Forfeiting in pro sports sounds like such bullshit.
That to me just pretty much says you're forcing the players to do it.
I agree, and I almost feel like if you're gonna have such strict rules, why not have a second bye week during the season, just for any, because no one wants to have to forfeit again. That's ridiculous.
That's a pretty good point.
Yeah, like I don't know why they didn't just agree to something like that.
Yeah.
And they're alienating some top players.
Yeah, like DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Well, yeah, I love how DeAndre's like, oh, I might, you know, if I'm gonna hurt my team, I'm gonna retire then.
Yeah.
Oh, as if retiring is not
He's
gonna hurt
gonna-
your
yeah,
team even
right,
more.
yeah.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
But I get it. If you don't want to get the shot or anything, I get it.
Yeah, it's your
It's your choice.
Yeah.
But the NFL, you know, it's also a business, and these people are also, you know, they work for the NFL.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, a lot. I've heard of people, regular people, like my mom and my sister, pretty much had to get the shot, or
Yeah.
you know, they felt really pressured to, which I think is shitty.
Yeah.
But that's just how it is. And you work for something. You work for a corporation, or especially as big as the NFL.
Yeah.
That's gonna kind of go with it.
Yeah, I see that. The fine thing is crazy because, again, it's for breaking protocol, which even means a player on the sideline not wearing a mask when they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then if you do that, if you get caught one time doing that, 15,000.
Yeah.
15,000.
I mean, they were dropping big fines last year too, like on the coaches.
And I know. I mean, 15,000's a lot, but for these like high,
It's
big,
chump change.
it's chump change.
Yeah, it's a fucking nipple.
But still, no, I
It'll
still.
add up, though.
But yeah, still, no one wants to lose 15 G's. I don't give a fuck who you are.
No, I agree.
I don't care if you're Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos. You don't want to lose 15 G's.
Big news out of Packerland.
I don't give a fuck about the Packers.
So-
I hope they implode.
Sounds like Aaron Rodgers is expected to agree to some terms with the Packers for this year.
Yes.
Also, though, Devontae Adams and the Packers just cut off the extension talks. So I wonder if Aaron decides he wants to stick around, I'm sure Devontae will change his mind on that. But
Because if you're Devontae Adams, where else are you gonna go besides Kansas City or maybe to play with a good quarterback like Aaron Rodgers?
Buffalo, baby,
I was gonna
Jimmy
say-
Garoppolo's
pretty badass. Hey, Trey Lance when he gets going.
Okay, we're not talking about Niners right now.
I gotta imagine though Devontae Adams is probably in this situation where he doesn't need to feel pressured. He's gonna just wait things out. Ask if they want to give him an extension now. Ask for way too much money. That's all you gotta do, and then wait till it's really time.
Because they won't give it to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then wait to see what happens. If he wants to go somewhere else, then you can go somewhere else and get plenty of money, and maybe be in a better situation.
Did you see Devontae Adams is a 99 on Madden right now?
I did see that.
to join the club.
Good for
He
him.
was actually in the club last year too, though. I
Was
didn't
he?
realize.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Oh, so he's the first 99 like of this new Madden year, or is that how it goes?
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. He's probably not the
It
only
was
one.
something like that.
Yeah.
I think the first announced
The
99.
first announced, yeah.
Okay. I forgot they do it for each year.
Yeah.
Because I think like McCaffrey, Aaron Donald, Mahomes had all 99s last
Yeah.
year. But
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Also, my boy Fred Warner.
Big news.
Big news. 5-year, $95 million extension.
This guy's a baller.
He is a baller. I
He's
love
good.
it.
He's good.
I know I've thrown his name around as like, oh, I would trade him for so and so, but still love him nonetheless. He's fun to watch, sideline to sideline linebacker.
Yeah.
So love having him back.
I don't like this, but good for you. I'm happy for you. You know what I'm not happy about is my boy Jerry Jones. He had this quote, okay, saying, I'll do, I'm not saying the exact quote, but he said, I'll do pretty much anything known to man to get to another Super Bowl.
Doesn't seem like it.
First of all, I would too for the Cowboys, but I call bullshit. Like, what? No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, you would not. You wouldn't.
He clearly doesn't care. He's putting his team on fucking Hard Knocks, so that's a negative.
Let's just move on.
He's a clown.
Move on to other Cowboy news I don't want to talk about. Actually, I don't really mind about this. So during training camp for the Cowboys, Dak was doing like a press conference, I think either pre or post, I don't know which one. But someone had asked him if he'd been vaccinated. He refused. He didn't refuse, but he just didn't.
He's like,
he didn't disclose if he was or
yeah.
wasn't.
He's like, that's not a. Basically said it's not an appropriate question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which to me means he hasn't been
It's
vaccinated.
pretty much.
Which scares me because going back to what we said earlier about forfeiting games,
Yeah.
if he's not playing, the Cowboys are going to lose games regardless.
Yep.
Like, I don't know, Dak. Just do it. Just do it,
Yeah.
please. Or else the Cowboys are going to lose games because of you. Unless he stays masked up, doesn't go out, hot Dallas nights.
Who's the Cowboys backup quarterback this year?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't know. I really don't know who it is. I really don't know. I watched plenty of who it was.
Is the Red Rocket still signed? Or
No, he went to the Bears.
That's right.
Oh, shit.
They don't.
So for Dak, just do it. It worries me. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
No, I know. I totally. Yeah.
It worries me a little bit just
Yeah.
from that aspect. And it's selfish to say that as a fan.
Dude, Trey Lance is vaccinated. I actually don't know that, but
He probably
I'm
is.
just putting my mouth on the line.
You're going to give all these Niner fans.
That's a real leader.
You're going
right
to give all
there.
these Niner fans a hard on and listen to us.
That's a real leader.
I wouldn't get hard on.
You know who
Jimmy
thinks
G's
he's a
still
leader?
our guy.
What?
What did you say then?
Jimmy G's still our guy.
Jimmy fucking who?
The starting quarterback.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, move on.
You know who thinks he's a leader? Gardner Minshew. You know who's not a leader?
Gardner
Gardner
Minshew.
Minshew. thinks,
So-
thinks he's gonna beat out T-Law for the starting job.
So yeah, so he refused to accept the backup role.
Yeah.
Which we all, I would think, assume that Trevor Lawrence is going to be, barring injury, the starter
Yeah.
for Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean that first overall pick? Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
The best
The guy-
prospect
yeah.
since Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
I'll give you Andrew
Yeah.
Luck. I'll give you Andrew
The
Luck.
guy who would have been the number one overall pick as a freshman?
I bet you as senior of high school, you've been the first pick.
Yeah, you never know.
I did see a great meme that was if Trevor Lawrence throws a touchdown pass to Tim Tebow, don't turn on ESPN for 7 days.
That's so true. Tim Tebow is not making the team. I'm still on that train. Can't wait to
So
do
I love
it.
Gardner.
prediction.
I love Gardner. I think you already did do a full prediction on
Well, I said I would do 30 push-ups if he made the team.
that. You did say that.
You're running out of time.
He's got to be on the week 1 roster. No fucking practice squad bullshit.
No, I'll get
No training camp.
It's got to be week 1.
Yeah.
It's
Training
gotta
camp,
be-
he's already on the team.
It's got to be
Yeah,
week 1.
Yeah. I don't care about no fucking preseason games. Week 1.
So Gardner
See
Minshew,
that.
I like the thought process, but bro, you have one of the cleanest molds I've ever seen. You rock a Canadian tuxedo like I've never seen before, but you're not going to be the day one
Yeah.
starter. You're not.
It's not
You're
for
not.
you.
Sorry. I like your story. I hope you could play for
Somewhere else.
who need go. Actually, you know what?
Dallas?
No, no. Go to Washington.
Go to Washington, there
Be
you
the
go.
starter there.
There you go.
I would love to play you twice a year, or love the Cowboys. I don't play. I would love for the Cowboys to play you twice a year.
I thought that was you that scored that touchdown that one game last year.
That was in Madden.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, yeah, wasn't me.
Do you have any other NFL shit you want to talk about?
No, I don't.
Okay. So
I just let it all out. Right
you just
let
let
it
it flow?
all out.
So, big college sports news. And I think this is not just football news, but it's more,
I mean, it's college football.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, it's football.
it's football news,
Yeah.
Oklahoma and Texas are reportedly looking into joining the SEC. Boom.
Do we think this? I think this is bad for Oklahoma and Texas. Like, is Nick thinking of this, thinking we could play against these guys and beat them? 'Cause I don't think so.
I agree. I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
But financially, they probably would just
Yeah.
skyrocket.
Yeah.
Not that they're not already good programs in that regard, but
No, they're great programs.
but
that
if
was
you
the
put
SEC.
these brands in the SEC, I think it would just go.
Well, Oklahoma's a huge brand, but
Yeah.
Texas is Texas.
Texas is massive.
Texas is Texas. Everybody knows the fucking white helmet,
Yeah.
orange Longhorn.
And,
logo.
and if you get a situation where you get to play, you get Oklahoma versus Alabama every year,
yeah.
and Texas versus Alabama every year, that's hard to beat. I understand what you're saying. Like
You know what I mean?
they may not be built for it right now,
Yeah.
but you can always adapt.
I think it will help their college football playoff.
Sure.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like the Big 12, they
There's-
always kind of miss out on the
Well,
top four.
they Oklahoma has made it often, but
Yeah.
that's the only team that's
Yeah.
made it,
yeah
and they're not always a lot.
Mhm.
I'll give you that.
yeah
They're
because
usually
they don't have are they a conference that has a championship
they
game?
just adopted
They
it
just-
a
okay.
few years ago. Yeah.
But they didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
But also, it's going to help their recruiting because now
Mm.
you go to those schools and you can say you're in the
SEC.
SEC.
Yeah.
Because that's huge. I think it will really fuck college football up. I mean, if they go, it's just going to be a domino effect of like college football just totally falling apart because there's going to be no balance of power. It's just going to be. I mean, it's already lopsided in favor of the SEC, but it's just going to be even worse.
Did you guys see the horns down situation?
Oh, the guy in the press conference is like, is horns down going to be legal?
They're saying it's going to be a penalty.
It already is.
Oh, is it?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Like for
yeah.
players, they go like this.
Yeah, if players do it. Yeah.
Why is that? I mean, this doesn't. It's not.
Well, they're saying it signals like a fucking dead cow or whatever. Fucking whatever.
Well, first of all, when I see this, I think of. I mean, it's rock and roll, baby.
Yeah. it's fucking
I don't think
cow.
the Longhorns. Or
Yeah.
Like I remember Nick for a little bit would not do this. I'm like, did you like rock music way before you ever went to?
Yeah, he was always just,
But you don't do this. You do this.
Well, I mean, I go
Sorry,
like
I'm
this.
not on camera.
Yeah. I mean, I never go like this. I
When
go.
you
Like
do a rock, you go.
I go
No,
like
I'll do this, but I mean, I'll go like this too.
I always go like this. Personally, I'm not saying you guys are wrong.
And you're kind of saying that.
I go both ways,
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if the camera caught my wink.
I hope
but-
it did.
Get that bush, Danny. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I think they are locked into the Big 12 through 2025. I think I read. So
Oh, what do you mean until after that?
yeah.
Interesting.
So it's just preliminary talks.
When you read it, it makes it seem like it's gonna
It's
happen,
gonna happen next year or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah, no, I don't. Unless because they have like a media rights that's associated with the Big 12, so I think they would have to break that contract to get out earlier. But yeah, that's football. Olympics.
Yeah, some Olympic news. Women's soccer for the United States lost their first game
First match,
to Sweden, 3-0, and that snapped a 44 match streak
Unbeaten streak.
or unbeaten match
Yeah,
or win
yeah.
streak, yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't a win streak. It's just an unbeaten.
or
streak.
unbeaten
Yeah.
streak,
Which is still unbelievable.
they lost 3-0.
3-0. Yeah.
These girls wiped the floor with the competition all the time,
Yeah.
but then they bounced back and won 6-1 over New
Yeah,
Zealand.
they took it out on New Zealand.
Yeah, and did you know New Zealand? 2 of those 6 were own goals on New Zealand.
Is
on
that
New
right?
Zealand's part.
Ouch.
I mean, obviously the U.S. still would have won it
So
too.
they
with
still
2.
scored 4 times. Yeah.
But if you're New
That's-
Zealand, it's like,
fuck you doing?
what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
They scored 3 goals and 2 of them on themselves.
Exactly.
So yeah, good bounce back, but yeah, that's shocking for sure. You kind of when you go 44 games without being beaten, you kind of expect.
Yeah, when you're that great, you
Yeah.
just always expect to win.
Yeah. Speaking of expectations,
Oh my
the men's basketball team is a fucking joke.
Dude.
They've now, so I think they played 4 exhibitions, if I'm not mistaken. They've only won 2 of them. Now they just lost their opening game of the actual tournament to France.
Yeah.
83-76.
You know,
I don't know
France
what's
has a
going
solid squad.
I mean, they have 4 guys that I think are in the NBA right now, but still.
So I saw a quote,
One of them's an all-star.
I saw a quote from Evan Fournier, who played for the France team
Yeah.
that beat him.
Mm-hmm.
He said, individually, they're better than us. But as a team, they can be beaten.
Sure.
And that, to me, is a slap in the face if I'm part of this U.S. team.
Well, hopefully it wakes them up, because...
It should.
Yeah.
At this point, they're going to
Fournier dropped like 28 on them.
they're gonna be like the 04 team and get the bronze.
Yeah.
That's just not okay here.
That I think we talked about this recently, how that 04 team lost 3 games in the tournament. It wasn't like they just lost the semifinals.
How many starters did we lose before the season, like, or the Olympic started? Because there was like 2 or 3 guys who backed out.
Oh yeah, like Bradley Beal, I think, backed
Kevin
out.
Love, I think. Did.
Yeah, Kevin Love was the fan.
Yeah.
But I mean, they still have a team full of all-stars. There's like one guy on the team that's not an all-star.
I just really wish when it came to the Olympic team that all the best players would just be like, you know what, every 4 years we're
just going.
We're going for it. We're gonna show everybody that we are supreme to everybody else.
Yeah, I think that would have been the case, but COVID is definitely an issue right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say it's the coaching change.
No more
Coach K ain't there no more.
I think a lot of people respect Popovich, though.
No, I know. I'm just,
Yeah.
I think they have the same amount of championships in their respective sports, right? 5.
I don't know. Yeah, if that's the number, that sounds
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
But I know what you mean when you say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like, you know, we had the dream team and that was
That was a lot of fun.
it's never going to get better than that.
Yeah.
I don't think.
And then the Redeem team, 2008.
2008 because
That team was pretty bad.
04 they fucking got
Yeah.
the bronze. Yeah.
I will say I've always loved it about Olympic baseball, how it's never any like professionals in it.
Mhm.
How it's always, you know.
Yeah.
I just
So-
think that's really cool for the Olympics.
Yeah. Did we
itself.
talk? I don't think we talked about this. The male that was like the flag bearer or whatever for the United States. He's a former Olympic speed skater, but he's also on this U.S. baseball team this year.
Well, I think he plays for the Indians too, doesn't he? Or doesn't he play?
He might be in their minor league system
Yeah.
or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I read about that.
Yeah.
You mean the Guardians?
The Guardians. We're gonna get to that.
We're gonna
I
get
was
to that.
waiting
Oh,
for it.
did we skip that? Or no, we haven't got to baseball.
No, we haven't got to
Yeah,
baseball.
I was like, what? How did we forget that?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty crazy. Next game is against Iran for the basketball team.
I'm taking U.S. by 1,000, baby.
If this game is even within 20 points, that's just ridiculous.
I mean, KD. What?
Honestly, I was thinking about this. Like, okay, if you don't have any chemistry, the idea should just be, okay, we know Kevin Durant's the best player on the team. Give him the ball every time down, and if they want to double team him, you find someone that's open. If not,
give it to Damian Lillard.
if not, he goes 1-on-1 against whoever the opponent is.
They're gonna figure.
You
it
don't
out.
even have
They're
to
gonna
play
figure it out,
basketball.
right? Are they gonna figure it out?
They don't even have to play basketball. They should just
I
beat
hope so.
the fuck out of everybody.
Do they win gold?
Oh boy.
I think they don't lose again. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bold
I
prediction.
don't think it's bold either, but
I say they don't lose again.
I kind of wish I'd made my bold prediction.
It'd be embarrassing if they do.
Yeah.
If they don't win gold, I think it's embarrassing.
I think I
But
wanna-
France is not the best team that they're going to play.
No.
But I know that they're still better than everybody else, but they're not the best team they're going to play.
I want to see when they play Luca if they make it.
Luka's going to drop 40, but they're going to lose. They're,
Yeah.
US
Who
going
else
to beat
is
them by
on that
20.
team?
Yeah. That's pretty awesome that he got them there because
yeah.
he's literally the only relevant player on that team.
I think it's the first time they made it.
They
to
were the
this.
first time ever, yeah.
I feel like that's
He
the
dropped
thing
48.
with like any non-US team. It's like there's always one player's in the NBA, but it's like who else is on that team?
You're right, yeah. He dropped 48 in their win yesterday.
48.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You know, 40-minute game.
Dude's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's like 22.
All right. Enough about the Olympics. Baseball time.
Okay.
Speaking of baseball, Danny, what are we doing tomorrow?
Or we'll go on the game, baby.
You're going
Probably
to
my
see the
first time
Giants
in
Dodgers?
2 years.
Fuck yeah.
I think my first time since our 18-inning game.
Is
That's
that
the last
right?
time. That's the
I
last time
think
I
so.
went. Yeah.
Really? Nice. Yeah, I can't wait. Giants Dodgers doesn't get any better than that.
Excited.
Yeah, they just played too. It was a pretty crazy series.
That was it was a great series.
Really great series. So the Giants blew the second game, right?
Yeah.
After being up 6-1.
Yeah.
They come back and steal one in the ninth inning in Game 3,
Darren Ruff went.
and then that was Game
Oh,
4.
oh,
and then in Game 4 there was
Are we going
controversy.
to talk about that though? That I bet.
I do want to
he
talk about
went.
that a bit.
He absolutely went. Don't get me wrong.
With that pitch.
You had a ball
Yeah.
that was called a strike before that,
Yeah.
and then another ball got
Yeah.
thrown, so he would have got walked
Yeah,
anyway.
no,
so.
he said that too. You're right.
And even more though than just like counting how many balls there were, it's 2-0 and he throws a pitch that's like 3 inches off the plate at least,
It ruins his whole entire
and it
at-bat.
goes from the difference between 3-0 with the bases loaded and 2-1 with the bases loaded is astronomical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
that-
you now have to throw 3 straight strikes basically to not lose that run.
Yeah.
So I don't feel bad for the Dodgers by
Well,
any means.
we don't ever feel bad.
I don't feel bad for them anyways, but like if it was my second favorite team, I wouldn't feel bad for them.
if it happened against the Giants, yeah, I'd be upset.
I mean, that's right,
but get over it.
yeah, exactly. And yeah,
Because
It's baseball.
Because the Dodgers players and even Dave Roberts got
oh, they
rejected.
lost their minds.
Dave Roberts got ejected
Yeah.
2 games in a row.
Yes, which is beautiful. Fucking
Which
beautiful.
I'll say right now, if the Giants and Dodgers make the playoffs, which I both think, we all think
It's
they're going to
looking-
do.
yeah,
I would
almost
love to
inevitable.
see. I mean, I'd be nervous as fuck, but I would love to see them play each other in the playoffs.
Yeah. You know what would be nuts? It's not gonna happen, but if somehow the Padres went on a run and they actually end up winning the division and the Giants and Dodgers play the wild card game,
Woohoo!
that would be insane.
That would be
I might have to go to that. I don't care if it's in LA.
what? No,
Ooh.
you would not go to Chavez Ravine.
Fuck, that'd be
Would
lit,
you?
though. Hey, if I could make it work, I'd.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't want to end up like that.
Oh god.
That paramedic guy.
Yeah. Brian, what's his face?
Snow.
Brian
or
Stowe?
something.
Brian
Yeah.
Stowe.
Stowe.
I mean, if you want to go to a Dodger game
He's
in
alive.
LA,
You don't have to do that.
Yeah. You're right.
I would think about going. If you want to go to
Yep.
LA,
That'd be sick.
that'd be fucking sweet.
What about if it was in San Francisco?
Well,
It'd be easier.
even better. Yeah.
So yes, yeah, but then of course they take 3 or 4 from the Dodgers, and they
That was a
two
huge series.
get wrecked by the Pirates in the next 2 games. They did bounce back with a win yesterday, but
Yeah.
it's like, what are we doing here, folks? But yeah, Giants still have the best record in baseball, so can't complain.
Yeah, luckily, Colorado helped us out one of those games.
They did,
beat
yeah.
The Dodgers.
Yeah.
I think did Jansen blow another save in that series?
First game, I know the Dodgers won the second game. I
I
think,
think they won the second and third game. Like he might have blown another save.
that first game.
Yeah, I love how twice in the series he got booed off the field. In LA. Unreal.
He
He
has
actually got
not been
booed.
the same.
No, but
Yeah.
but
He's
like,
been he was an all-star this
but
year.
historically for the Dodgers, he's been great.
Oh, he's been
Oh,
a
yeah.
guy. Yeah.
So-
But he actually even in the second game coming in, he got booed coming onto the field. Which is fucking outrageous. Dodger fans are a tough crowd apparently. I love it though.
they get one championship.
I love
like,
Yep. All high and mighty. A couple trades. Nelson Cruz going from the Twins to the Rays.
Okay.
He was an all-star this year. He's having a good year, so that's big one. And then the Padres actually just acquired Adam Frazier, who was the starting second baseman for the all-star team as well.
Oh wow.
They got him from the Pirates.
There we go.
When's deadline?
Deadline is this week. I think it's either Friday or Saturday.
It's Friday.
Yeah. I really.
Maybe.
It's like the 30th or 31st.
I've heard
of
3
July.
names come up for the Giants.
I want Craig Kimbrell so bad.
I've also heard Sterling Marte.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I don't.
I mean,
He's a streaky player. I'm not sold on him. And he's got a PED suspension on his books. Not into that.
But you like Barry Bonds?
It's 2021, dude.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
But yes, Craig Kimbrell would be just music to my ears if it happens. Who was the other player?
I can't remember. I know those were 2 of them.
I think they've been linked to like starting pitchers
It was
too.
2 pitchers and then Sterling.
Yeah. They've been talking about starting pitchers, but I'm not really that worried about the rotation. Other than Gosman has been a little iffy lately, but I'm assuming he's going to
He's
bounce
still
back.
the All-Star though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's our relief pitchers. And
Yeah, I don't really trust the back end of the bullpen right now. As good as Jake McGee's actually been
I was
amazing.
gonna say McGee. Has
He's been
like
really good lately. But I still don't trust him. He throws one pitch. You can't win with one pitch.
No.
So Craig Kimbrell would be sick. He's been absolutely lights out this year. So Santa, can you come early, please?
And now
And now.
it's time for the first installment of What's Worse, Cleveland Guardians edition. Emerson, I'm gonna ask you.
Well, you gotta preface it. Who are the Cleveland Guardians?
The Cleveland Guardians are The Cleveland Indians.
Yeah.
They're changing their name, but it's not until next year
Correct.
when it really happens. And so, in our group chat that we had, a lot of people are saying the Guardians, which I don't think is that bad of a name. I don't think it's terrible.
It's not the worst I've ever heard.
I don't
but
even
it's
think.
not
I don't
good.
even think the logo that came out was that bad.
Oh, with like the fucking...
The G's and the baseball
Yeah,
in between. You know.
It's whatever.
So I thought to myself, hey, a new segment of the show.
I like it. I love it.
What's worse? So I'm going to ask you, Cleveland Guardians or blank, and you
Sure.
can choose which one is worse.
Boom.
Danny, you can also
Chime in.
please chime in on this.
Yeah. Let's do it.
First question: what's worse, Cleveland Guardians or Kanye West's new album that's going to come out?
I haven't heard it. I don't.
No, it's going to come
is
out.
it going
Which
to
one's
come
going to be
out?
worse?
I'm gonna go Kanye's album.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'll probably go Kanye's album.
What's worse, Cleveland Guardians or Kenley Jansen against the Giants last week?
Kenley Jansen was awful, so I gotta go with him.
What's worse, Cleveland Guardians or the Napa High Grizzlies?
Oof. That hits.
Hits home.
That's 2 Indians down.
It's a stalemate. It's both Indians.
Yeah, right. I would say Guardians is the
I'm
time.
gonna say Guardians is worse.
A little bit, yeah.
What's worse, Cleveland Guardians or Giannis shooting free throws?
Guardians.
Okay.
Because Giannis is good now, apparently.
What's worse, Cleveland Guardians or the Washington football team? As a name.
Football team.
Football team.
Gotta have a name.
What's worse, the Cleveland Guardians or the New York Guardians that was an XFL team?
I'm gonna go Cleveland Guardians because they're in the major leagues. Like,
Okay.
ain't no minor league bullshit.
New York Guardians because they don't exist anymore.
They might in 2023 or 2. I don't know.
What's worse, Cleveland Guardians or the Seattle Kraken?
Guardians. I like the Kraken. I think that's cool.
This one I knew would get you.
I knew you were gonna ask it, but I didn't have an answer. I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm turning around on the Kraken because it's been around long enough. So I'm gonna go Guardians is a little bit worse.
And finally, last question. What's worse, Cleveland Guardians or last week's episode of ISR?
You're really gonna shit on Devin like that?
I'm not blaming her.
You're shitting on me. I'm pulling up on you. Last week's episode probably because I don't remember it.
Okay. And that was what's worse.
Boom. I like that.
I will say this: Indians for a name had to go.
Yeah, it's just too controversial at this point.
It's not even who we're depicting. They're not Indians. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Guardians, I don't know.
Guardians not a good one. They should have waited a little longer.
The Cleveland baseball team.
Yeah, I would have been okay with that for if they wanted to hold on for really find the right name.
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't do like at least do a fan poll, like a legitimate fan poll, just see what people want.
Hey, but Tom Hanks narrated that video.
I
Does
didn't watch
he
it.
have
But
any ties to Cleveland?
No, he's from Concord or
yeah,
something.
but I did hear that he does have a tie to the Cleveland Indians. Actually.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. I don't know how, but I heard that he did.
Like maybe like a small percentage.
Like
of
he
them.
he had like his career like blossomed in Cleveland or something like that. I don't even know.
Gotcha.
What it was.
All right. Well, good for Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Wait, here's the question: how much did he get paid for that video?
At least $1 million. At least $1 million. He didn't do it for free. He did not do it for free.
Alrighty, boys. We still haven't talked about the NBA.
And,
That 45-minute time limit I give you guys.
wishful thinking.
Yeah, that's right.
We can kind of blow through this
I don't
one.
care. Yeah, no blowing.
A little bit.
Just a tip.
Headstrong.
Inside joke.
Inside joke.
Yeah, you can't be doing that, man.
NBA Finals.
Woo!
Are finally, well, I'm sad because basketball is officially over.
Yeah, it is always a sad time.
But the Milwaukee Bucks. Hey, you want to say it out loud? You want to say it out loud?
The Milwaukee Bucks are NBA champions. Unreal.
Isn't it weird?
Unreal. It's so funny how much the narrative changed. It went from, the Suns just look like a better team after 2 games to
What happened?
to they lose 4 straight.
Chris
Just
Paul.
like that.
I mean,
They got worn out, I think.
I mean, the
I really
Suns
do.
choked.
Yeah.
this was Chris Paul's. It's gonna be his only best chance to win the title. And,
Yeah,
and it's over.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
It's,
Because Because even if something stupid happens, like he goes to the Lakers, like you're gonna have 2 old guys and Anthony Davis. Is that really? And then probably a shitty
okay,
bench.
if he went to the Lakers, that would change the narrative a little bit.
A little bit, but then you're really relying on 2 old guys to be healthy all year, and then another really injury-prone guy to be healthy also.
No, that's a good point. But Giannis, I got to give him his props because I don't think I ever really thought he was going to win a championship.
I did not have the belief, but I gotta give it to him.
And he scored a 50 burger in the final game.
And hit his free throws, 17 out of 19 to finish it off.
He said, "Hey, Chris Paul, suck
Eat this. Yeah, that was a really impressive performance by the Bucks. They didn't you just look at them on paper, they don't look like a team that's a championship team, but they got it done.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Like in crunch time, the Suns were really, really bad because those last 3 games were all close. They just did not get it done.
It was their series to lose, basically.
Yep. Especially Game 4, they had Game 4, and they let it slip away.
Yeah.
And that would have put them up 3-1. It's hard to come back from 3-1. It's happened, but it's hard to come back. So yeah, really, really wild series. Giannis obviously won the MVP. He was awesome. 35 points a game.
There was no doubt that he was going to win this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That he wasn't going to win.
He
this.
shot 62% from the field in the series. That's badass.
I'm really glad that he did what he's really good at. He didn't settle for threes or jump shots.
Well, yeah, they kind of they figured out how to use them.
Just get in the paint.
Yeah.
He's pretty much. I mean, he's not Shaq, but he's Shaq-esque.
Well, he's a modern day center. He really is.
Yeah.
Even though he's athletic and can do a lot of things, he is a modern day center.
Push him down low. That's where he needs to be.
I mean, I love what they did in those wins. Like they started using it. They setting screens. He was running to the basket.
Yeah.
You crashed on the boards. He had 24 offensive rebounds in the series.
Well, and he's a superhuman for not tearing anything in his knee on that
Yes.
one.
Oh my
injury
God,
play.
I know. The
His
fact that he
knee
was
bent backwards and
Yeah.
he came back the next game
Yeah.
or something like
Because
that. Or he
Heinz-
took one
he only
game
missed
off.
2 games.
Because,
yeah.
because,
Or a game and a half.
because hindsight, Hawks Suns would not have been a good series.
No, that would not have been fun to watch.
It would have been cool to see Trae Young in the finals, but I think the Hawks would have smoked
Yeah.
or lost to the Suns.
Yeah.
Wait, who choked more, the Suns or the Nets?
I'd say the Suns because the Nets were really injured.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were missing James
Fair,
Harden
yeah.
and Kyrie Irving.
And let's not forget the Bucks were inches away from
If
not
Kevin
being
Durant, if Kevin Durant had a
even
size
in the
12 foot, they would have won that. They would have won the
Oh,
series.
yeah.
like let's not forget that.
Yeah.
And we might be talking about Nets as champions right now.
Or Kevin Durant having a legendary,
Yeah.
career already, being
Yeah.
Finals MVP, 3 championships, 2 different teams. It's
Let's be honest, the guy can't even beat France.
yeah.
With a bunch of all stars.
Couple things I want to say about Giannis real quick is that at age 26, Giannis is already an NBA champion, Finals MVP, and a 2-time MVP. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Wilt Chamberlain, and Shaq at that age didn't have any
Any of those accolades?
championships.
Oh, championships. Yeah. Maybe some MVPs.
Yeah. Michael had 1 MVP. LeBron had 2 MVPs. Wilt had 1, and Shaq didn't have an MVP by then. Shaq was 0 for by 26.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah. And Giannis is also the first player to be named Most Improved Player, Most Valuable Player, Defensive Player of the Year, and Finals MVP.
Damn.
This dude's already in the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna have his number retired by the Bucks. It's set in stone.
I mean, he's one of the best European players of all time already.
It's set in stone.
Yeah.
It is. He's gonna have a statue outside the stadium. It's well deserved.
Good for him. I really am happy for him because of the stigma of oh, he's just this one-dimensional player, can't shoot. There's no way he's going to ever be a champion because he's all his deficiencies, but he found a way to get it done.
And also, Mike Budenholzer just has a job for life now. A job for life now.
You think so?
I mean,
I don't know if it's a job for life, but he definitely saved his ass. He's going to be around for at least another 2-3 years.
another 5 years.
Yeah. But hey, if they go back, if they revert back to, second round and out, 3 straight years.
That's the thing is, I'm not going to pick them to win next year.
I don't think, you know what's funny? I can see this team not ever winning again.
Yeah.
I can see Giannis never winning another championship. I think that's totally realistic.
I can see that.
Sounds pretty bold to me.
I mean, like we said, the Bucks were that close to not even getting to the conference finals this year.
But
But they did.
they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean.
And I still think if you put that net squad together next year and they're healthy, they're better on paper, at least.
But can we really expect the Nets to be there next year?
Sure,
Because,
no.
because Kyrie's all of a sudden always injured, and then James Harden is all of a sudden always injured too.
And we know KD's pretty fragile.
Yeah, so
No, you got a good point.
it's
It's tough.
tough.
But
Congrats to the Bucks. Congrats to Giannis.
I do like that the NBA just kind of feels a little wide open right now.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
We haven't really had that, until this year, basically.
Yeah.
Should we get into some off-season talk?
Yeah.
Who are the Kings going to get this year?
I'll tell you who the Kings aren't going to get. So I saw this report, right? A couple teams were interested in Damian Lillard,
Sure.
which who isn't, right?
Yeah.
I think every team would be.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I saw my boo-boo ass Sacramento Kings interested. What are we talking about here? It's a joke. It's a joke. You think Dame Lillard is going to be like, I want to go to Sacramento after being in Portland
Yeah. No.
for 10 years?
Nothing.
It ain't going to happen. No.
You never know. No.
Okay.
He wouldn't let that happen. There's no way.
Hell no. This is wishful thinking by the Kings. I kind of like them thinking this, but it ain't going to happen.
No.
Because you just ruin him like you've ruined every other player in the last, or the whole franchise's history
Yeah.
since it's been in Sacramento.
Yeah.
And also, the Lakers and the Kings are discussing trading Kyle Kuzma for Buddy Hield.
That'd be interesting.
Which, I think if I'm LeBron James, I want Buddy Hield more than I
Sure,
want Kyle
yeah.
Kuzma.
Yeah. I mean, he's a
He's
sharpshooter.
a better shooter.
Yeah.
That's what LeBron likes.
Yeah.
And for me, it's, I like Buddy Hield a lot. I wanted them to originally draft him when the Pelicans drafted him.
Kyle Kuzma also played pretty well before LeBron got there when he was more of a,
Yeah.
got to kind of do his own thing. So,
So,
it could be interesting for the Kings.
For me, I'd be okay with Kyle Kuzma.
I mean, Buddy Hield is not making the Kings a super team
No.
at this point, obviously.
Nothing.
So-
Nothing.
So I think you wouldn't be hurting your team too much by just
No.
trying something different, right?
Yeah. So, do you think it happens?
I'm gonna say yeah.
All right. I'll
Yeah.
say yeah too.
Yeah, I do.
I will say yes to that.
My Warriors. There's just a report out that the stars of the Warriors, which I assume means Stephen Curry,
Yeah.
Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, not Andrew Wiggins. They want Bradley Beal, which is interesting because I actually think that's probably a smokescreen.
Yeah.
I think they might be looking at somebody else and they want people to think that's who they want.
You think Bob Myers is pulling those kind of strings? Huh?
He might be. He just might be.
Wow.
But regardless, Bradley Beal on the Warriors with that squad would be kind of interesting.
So what you want to do is predict one star player that's going to move teams this offseason.
Yeah.
And I saw reports that he is probably going to be traded.
Yeah.
So I was going to pick Bradley Beal just for a cop out.
Mm-hmm.
So who are you going to pick?
So my prediction is Damian Lillard
Okay.
is going to go
Yeah.
to the Clippers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Paul George is going to go to Portland.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Because I know he wants a.
I was thinking Kawhi might get traded.
Oh really? Okay.
Thinking. But I'll go Bradley Beal. I'll take the easy
Bradley
one.
Beal
I'll
to
take
the
the easy
Warriors?
one.
Or just leaving?
He'll
Or
just
do you have a
get-
team that
He'll just get traded.
do you have a team that you think he's going to go to?
I don't want it to be the Warriors. I'll be
If-
honest with you.
Yeah. If it was anybody.
I mean, the Lakers would be kind of fun. It'd be the sexy one.
Yeah.
The sexy pick.
I wonder if I don't even know if the Lakers could pull it off realistically. Like, who do they have to give up? And they have no draft picks. They have like their next first round pick is like in 2027.
What if they give Anthony Davis for him? He's more reliable than Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah. But I mean, are you getting better necessarily? I mean, Bradley Beal's not necessarily a better player. He's just you just be there maybe for 10 more games a year. So, yep,
Something to think about.
something to think about.
Danny's boy LeBron James reached $1 billion in career earnings.
I love that
Pretty-
face you just
Pretty
gave.
impressive, right, Danny? Pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's your boy. LeBronis.
That's that Space Jam money right there. That's that Space Jam money. Have you seen it yet?
Nope.
Have you?
What?
Space Jam.
The original, yeah.
No, a new legacy.
Or they did a new one?
Yeah. You haven't seen it?
Is Michael in it?
Michael B. Jordan's in it, yes.
Is he actually?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I saw a
Is he playing MJ?
no. So it's a what's the word for a movie? Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
So it's halftime, I think, and Toon Squad's down, of course.
No, I'm gonna watch it.
And actually, yeah, you have to watch it. You have to watch it.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil
Does Bill Murray come out?
But there is a halftime of the
it.
game.
No, Dan Aykroyd does though.
But you did spoil that there's halftime of the game.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so they actually make it to the final game.
Well, they make it to
The second
half of the game.
There's two halves of the game.
There's 2 halves of the game, Danny.
Yeah, no, but like, there's a tournament bracket to get into the finals, right? I thought that maybe they lost beforehand.
Oh no.
They're not Team USA, dude. It's Team LeBron.
They probably beat the Warriors to get into the playoffs, but it's.
Hey, yo. All right, real quick. Who's your favorite to win the championship next year?
Nets.
Danny, who you got?
I guess I gotta go Warriors.
Let's go, baby.
Who do you got?
Nets.
Okay.
It's time for last call, bitch.
Yes. What do you got?
Soccer news. USA has advanced to the semifinals of the Gold Cup.
Here we go.
They beat Jamaica 1-0 yesterday. Got a late goal, which is pretty sweet.
Nice.
So we need to rebuild this soccer program.
Yes.
We have athletes in the United States. I know. They
Yeah.
just don't play soccer.
Hey, you got 3 sitting right here.
Mm-hmm. Boom. Get me on the field. Let's go. I'll lock it down on defense.
That's what you ain't doing. That's what's not happening.
can't.
Neither am I though.
You can't cross me. What do you got?
I watched Black Widow last night.
How was it?
Out of 10, I'm giving it a 6.
What about the? How would you rate the females in the, the movie?
I don't think of females as pieces of meat.
Was it Stephen A's top 5 Marvel movies? Then?
Absolutely not. I'm convinced he did that because of Disney propaganda, because Disney owns ESPN.
What he said was like the best one.
He said it was he did a top 5 Marvel movies, which wasn't the real
Wasn't
top
legit.
5. You know, it might have been his, but
It wasn't even close.
he put Black Widow as number 4, but I'm convinced he did that because Disney
Trying to sell the movie.
Disney's like, hey, sell the movie. Yeah. It's not the best Marvel movie, but it's not the worst.
But it's decent.
It's in the in between the 25 or 23 that they have, so
Gotcha.
it's all right.
Got to give it to them. They're
Yeah.
putting that series to work
Oh man,
better than Star Wars did.
well, there's a lot more movies. But, I mean, you're gonna eventually watch it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I just haven't seen it yet.
I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It was cool. It wasn't great. That's what I got. What do you got? Anything?
You said you had a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I talked about it.
Okay.
It was a lot.
I talked about it.
Yeah, no, I've seen that movie too.
Oh yeah, nice. What about E.T.?
Not as good as the first one.
Not as good as it.
Wait, what?
E.T.? No, we're being sarcastic.
Oh, you're being sarcastic. Don't.
You just struck a nerve right
Dude.
there.
Do not talk shit about E.T. in my presence. It's such a good movie.
Goodness.
Steven Spielberg, bro, come on.
Spiels.
I heard that girl who started and was coked out the whole time.
When she was
What's her name?
when she
Drew Barrymore?
When she was 5.
Goodness. Dude, I think is the U.S. basketball game going to be on in like an hour? Or is that tomorrow?
I hope so, because there's nothing to watch right now.
I know, the sports are bleak.
High and dry.
Yeah. Got Giants tomorrow. We're going to be there. Can't
Who
wait.
you got winning?
Giants, baby.
Who
We
you
got
got?
Logan Webb on the mound.
Giants.
What's the score?
5-2. Let's go.
What do you got?
Whoa. 8-5.
Yastrzemski's going yard. I'm also calling that.
Here's the thing. Is this the first time we've ever seen...
Bold prediction?
This is the first time we've ever seen...
The Giants scoring runs on just like nothing but homers. It seems like.
They have the most home runs in the league, if I'm not mistaken.
It's crazy. I've never...
Who would have thought?
So bold prediction.
Look at us. Yeah, bold prediction. Mike Yastrzemski is hitting a home run tomorrow.
Danny's doing it too?
What are you predicting, Danny?
Buster Posey has a comeback because the last few games he's been kind of slow.
He did hit a dinger. Where did he hit a dinger?
I think he's
His
been
first came back. Oh, it was game 1.
Yeah,
of the
but he's been
dynasty.
0 for the last like 2 games.
Yikes.
So
Hopefully I don't
Homer-
throw up on the shot.
And do we get Craw back?
I don't think he's eligible till Thursday. And we're going to cut the episode off right now. Thank you all for listening. We will not see you next week, but we will see you downtown. See ya. Peace. And to our viewership, we'll see you guys later.